Let's talk about setting our pneumatic closing wheel option. So we're running a demo mode on our blue Vantage display. Where do we set it? Where do we adjust it? How do I know what to set it to on my display? So pneumatic closing wheels are accessed through our Actions tab on the right. You can see on the left-hand side, the third option down says Closing Wheels. If we go into Closing Wheels, we break closing wheels down very similar to what we do with Yetter Air Adjust road cleaners, where we have the center section, so what I call the non-flexing part of the toolbar is on one setting, and then you have anything on the wing, so anything past the wing hinge is on another section. You can see that on the picture. We have the center section. This is where you're adjusting it. And then we have our wing section over here where you're adjusting your wing sections. We have presets built into the display already. You can see at the top where there's light, medium, and heavy. You can name or rename them, whatever you so choose. And you can set the preset to something different than what comes default. So if we look at the screen and we try to make it easy, so when you're coming from maybe a mechanical spring adjust closing wheel system and you're going to this air adjust, how do I set it? Well, we try to make that easy by using this pictorial on the blue Vantage display, where if you think about that spring adjust arm, there are 4 notches in that arm. You see 4 notches in this display. So for example, if you historically are running in notch 2 before, you're going to want to have that arrow very close to notch 2, which would be 80 pounds of closing wheel force. We would start there. We would go drive through our field, we get out, we dig in the dirt, ensure our trench is closing, we have enough pressure. And the nice part about having air adjust, you don't just have 4 notches, you of course have infinite adjustment. So if I needed to change it, I can just simply increase by pressing our plus or minus arrow, and of course it increases the amount of force on your closing wheels. You'll notice though, of course, as we get to notch 4, like we would have on our spring adjust item, for pneumatic, we actually can put more force down with our pneumatic closing than of course we can with our spring closing system. So we can adjust those and of course go to 120 as a max. If we go back up, of course we have our presets at the top. We have our light, medium, heavy. If I change this down and I wanted to save this, we just simply press and hold. So if I wanted 85 to be my medium setting, I press and hold. You now see it highlights. It's now called medium, and now 85 is where we get to our medium value. If I want to edit this and call it, let's say, bean, oops, I'm going to call this bean, so I know it's bean stubble, for example. I hit the check box, and now that setting is for bean. So a lot of flexibility when it comes to customization, a lot more downforce options with the infinite adjustment of air, and it's easy to give you a starting point. We're giving you an easy pictorial to follow to reference where you're coming from on that spring-loaded closing wheel.